Welcome to qualifying here for round one of the fourth season now of FVC2. I am joined tonight by former champion D765. Welcome
Hello.
into the booth.
Hello.
From what I've heard, a pretty competitive testing session. Fortunately, I wasn't there 3 weeks ago now, was it? Somewhere around that. Starting off with 15 cars tonight, potentially a 16th joining us in Matato. Pretty much one car from every team here, aside from Ferrari. No movement in the pit lane just yet. I can see some at Williams, some at Aston. So, what are your thoughts ahead of this qualifying session, Aiden? What are we looking at in terms of order?
I'd say I feel like Bayliss will be on pole, but that's only because he's the one that I've seen be the fastest in testing. As you said, I haven't seen Alexi drive, but that's definitely sounds promising from what you said. But you've always got to expect something big from Sass or Pixel.
Yep, King immediately retires in the pit lane, choosing to start at the back.
Why would he do
Bit,
that?
bit optimistic for the first round, but you know, gotta do what you can.
I love the confidence.
Yep. Couple teams got both cars out, FVC2, McLaren and Mercedes. Of course, Dorado, once again the first car on track. It's got to be the 7th, 8th time that that's been the case
It's
at
because
this
he
point.
usually doesn't have a setup. He literally just goes straight
That's
out.
fair. Just commits.
I am really excited to see Harrison drive. From the amount of practice
Yeah.
he's been in, I'm expecting like a world record lap here. So.
Gotta expect good things out of McLaren.
Why is he on Inters?
Fantastic question. I assume it's an installation lap. There's Fiddle on Inters as well.
Oh, are they doing the esports thing? Like, where
Yes,
they,
there must be.
yeah.
Anyway, jumping on board with Eldorado. At the final corner, he will be the first car to start a timed lap this season, but will he be the first to finish it? Of course, FVC2 does run with regular track limits compared to the main series, now strict track limits. So it does allow drivers to push the margins a little bit more than they otherwise would be able to, maybe perhaps more than some of these guys are used to. It's a tidy first sector so far.
No, he's doing better than I thought he would. This is pretty good corner.
Brutal. A little bit of a lock up there that looked like into turn 6, I want to say. Should have counted these earlier. Yellow flags for an Alfa Romeo. Is that Apex just letting a few cars go past?
This has been a pretty tidy lap from Dorado, actually.
It has been.
He hasn't really messed anything up yet.
Purple to both sectors, which is to be expected, with his teammate, A. Williams, catching a little bit of traffic off the Aston Martin there.
He hit a sausage curve there. Dorado did.
Ooh. Gotta be careful of those, but it's the last corner for that car. Did not realize how quick a lap was around here. Run to the line, and it is a 23.8. The first lap of this session. Of this season, I should say. Williams next to the line. Slots in just behind his team at the 24.7.
You say they had traffic?
Yeah, there was traffic there from A. Williams. Sass got in the way. 31.9 from the Aston. McLaren jumps to the top. It's HP8 with a 22.0, 1.8
What a lap!
ahead of the AlphaTauri. His
Harrison
teammate
goes fourth.
Harrison jumps to 4th on the Inter. Finnell jumps the place ahead also on the Inter. Psycho in the Red Bull up to 2nd, 23.1. HP8 still has pole by a long way here.
That's a very impressive lap.
It is. Pixels, I think, is our next car coming to the line on a lap. Looks very pointed through that final, through that penultimate corner. A little bit of the sausages on the inside runs wide, but you've got more track to use. It is a line is not for a while here. 24.4 puts the Aston into P4. McLaren going slowly? Is that... No, it's his teammate, HP8. Maybe low on fuel there. Not quite sure what they're planning here. Pulls off to the side.
Done quarter lap.
It's a Merc going well as well, letting a few cars through. That's an
Oh wow.
Alpine.
P3.
P3 Unku! Did not see that. Very good showing from the Williams driver. They've not raced in a while. Did a few on races in FVC2, but their first, well, their last main campaign of the season would have been the latter half of season 4, I want to say.
Well, that was their last full season.
No, that wasn't even their last full season. That last full might have been season... At the very latest, their last full season would have been the 2021 Summer Series. But I have a feeling it wasn't before that. Both the Red Bulls having a good showing here. Salmon, 22.9, but just no one.
Who wants near
making
HVA?
pace
That's
on
it.
that Merc. Not Merc, McLaren.
He could probably retire. I think he could do a Vettel here, retire and take pole for the pits.
Track evolution though, and we don't know people's run plans. Could have a couple cars running heavy.
Oh yeah, you got Apex and Bayliss actually.
Speaking of, Bayliss on a lap. Unku's teammate just starting. Expecting good things from this Williams, so I've been told.
Last.
Using all of the track available. So Haas? Wait.
That was perfect. Had
Yeah.
that corner.
It's a good run. Purple to the first sector.
Andrew there. No losing of the rear, which I found happens quite frequently in that corner.
Car is so pointed. Just looks like it's responding, at least from the offboard.
Really does.
Purple's
really
the
good
second
strike.
sector. This could
Every
be
corner is like
a provisional
perfect.
pole. Yeah. Of course, Bayliss taking some time away from the FVC after Hungary in the 2021 Summer Series, I want to say.
That
We'll
was
run
an
to the line
excellent
now.
lap.
What is it going to be? 21.4! 6/10 ahead of this man right here.
What a lap.
That is incredible.
At Apex. E2. Wow.
21.69.
I think they're the... From what I've seen in testing, just the first couple of laps, I'd say they're definitely title protagonists here.
Absolutely.
I think King would have been up there as well. I don't know why he retired when there's a lot of strong people. This session.
Arrogance, I think. I mean, there's no other reason to retire from the first session of the season unless you are that confident in your abilities. Very
You never
interested
know.
to
He
see
might
what
come
this
back and win.
Mercedes does. That's very true. Alexei on their first outlap of the season. Can't remember the last time they drove with us in an F1 race. I probably wasn't around for it. Maybe season 4? I have no idea. That's one for Pixel to tell me. Car looks very pointed though from that Mercedes.
I actually thought it looked a little bit understeering, but
That's fair. It did through there, through the higher speed stuff. Worth noting Alexei and Unku both sharing a setup. Be interesting to see if there's a specific car it favours more. Running
Decent.
slightly over the limits.
pretty good corners.
Yeah.
This track is such a high-speed circuit, though.
It is. P4, 22.4. Still a second off Bayliss, but it's good pace. Could be on for a podium here. I say that as A. Williams for AlphaTauri immediately goes ahead. 22.3. Let's see what Finnell does. On the soft this time. (22.1) down in P4 now. Displaces his teammate and the car that just beat him.
Bayliss thought it was on strict, so he was purposely trying to invalidate on his lap.
I see.
Oh, I think he wanted to invalidate and then race King from the back row. Is what I'm getting from the chat here. So
at that point, he can only get himself disqualified.
Well, that has not worked well.
Well, it's free track position. Think of it that way.
That's what they've said. They said get DSQ'd. King said he's not doing quality.
Apex and HP8. Identical times from both the Harrisons. When did that happen? Just cutting you off there.
No worries. I'm trying to think when I didn't even see HP8 cross the line.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, King said he's not doing quality this whole series. So
it's bold from him, but I respect the challenge.
They're saying get DSQ'd, come out of the pits and go the opposite way down the track.
Yeah, Matato enters the session. Sorry, I have hiccups. Do you want to take over for a minute?
Matato, great driver. Did well in Aston Martin last season, I think. I can't really remember that well. Or in the summer series, anyway. I think he was a reserve when he came in.
That is correct.
But yeah, pretty decent. I know at the start he wasn't too fond of this game, but in a recent league race I did with him, he was pretty on the pace until an unfortunate crash. So I expected I'd say probably top 5. Maybe.
Speaking of on the pace, Harrison M at 22.4, 6 milliseconds ahead of Alexi, and not much further behind A. Williams.
You can see from just the current running order though, I think McLaren have a pretty consistent team here. Two drivers who are fairly similar on pace and definitely.
Can't discount Mercedes though.
Yeah,
that
could be a good battle.
Yeah, we've seen Harrison in previous seasons struggling a little bit into the race, so even though Finnell's a little bit slower than HP8, we could see a very good fight between these two, as you said.
Definitely.
Not sure how long's left, because there's infinite yellow flags. That is an Aston Martin, though. It is Pixels. I want to say that car's in low fuel mode, but I'm not actually sure.
I think Bayliss is looking to disqualify himself, so I'd say fight for pole here is definitely going to be a good one between Apex and HP8, especially as they're got the exact same lap time at the minute.
That said, Apex on a lap, I think.
Very good. Through there.
Nope, he
comes to the pits.
Brings it in.
Everyone's in the pits.
Pretty much aside from the Rebel of Salmonmaker. Let's see. 4 minutes remain on the clock.
Salmon's lap looks decent, to be fair. Very good through those corners. Around the last corner.
Only catching the tail end of it, but... It's a 22.3 P5. Remember when you thought a 22.0 would be fine for pole?
I do remember. Yeah, I don't think HP8 can take pole from the pits anymore, but he definitely has a chance.
Yeah, it's going to be close.
Oh, I don't think Bayliss is going to DSQ himself this time. He said I'll join King at Saudi at the back. So
either way, it's a fight for the front row between the Harrisons.
Yeah,
so I'm very curious to see what this car here will do. The Ferrari of Matato. What are you thinking? Give me a position.
Uh, First lap, banker lap, I'll go P7 or P8, and then I reckon he can push for a top 5 after that.
Gotcha. Well, let's have a look. Final corner before starting his first lap of the season. The final car here with us tonight that has not set a lap, aside from King, but that's kind of off the cards already. Couple drivers also on laps, so we should probably keep an eye on. Salmon being one of them, though.
Decent first couple of turns from the tempo. That's pretty good.
Alexei, coming through to finish a lap, might have got caught up behind one of the Aston Martins. You'd hope not, though, given they're both on outlaps. Final corner, let's see what the improvement is for the number 26. Run to the line, and it is a 1:22.2.
Wow.
Up into P5, just a tenth behind his teammate.
4-5 for Mercedes.
It's looking very good for those two. Eldorado, I believe, is the next car to come through and finish a lap. Matteo, gotta be careful he doesn't catch some of this traffic here.
He should be fine. His lap looks very, very decent. The car looks pointed. I reckon it's going to be a good one.
That is good. It's a 22.9 from Dorado. Couple cars improving. Rosenquist is one of them. Potato jumps to P5, as you say. 22.1. Very close there from 4th all the way through to about 9th.
Split the Mercedes.
Speaking of 9th, that is a McLaren in trouble. It's good though.
Oh, yeah. Nah, he's fine. I have faith. Oh, that did not.
Yeah.
Oh, he's spun.
Ooh.
As I said that, he's spun.
That is Harrison's session over then. Will not have time to get around and improve again. A lot of cars out on track here, trying to work out who to focus on. Possibly the Alfa Romeo if Apex comes through to start his final lap of the day. 30 seconds. That's Mercedes that pulls into the pit lane there. Who is the Aston Martin though? Sass comes through, starting her final lap with what must be a few seconds remaining of this session. What is up with that Ferrari?
Oh, not Pixels, Apex has just had a rough couple of corners there. He kind of got stuck on a curb for a second.
That is unfortunate. There's a lot of mess into the final corner. Unku looking to improve. 22.1 jumps to 11th. The car behind is the Alpine of Rosenquist. 22.6. Red Bull next to the line is Psycho. 22.5 up to 13th. McLaren next must be HP8. Can he beat the Alfa Romeo's time? And, well, his time also. Runs the line for the McLaren. 21.1. Jumps to the second.
I don't know if Apex is going to beat that. His laps look decent.
Apex 10th and a half up. It's not enough from the Alfa Romeo so far. Finnell jumps 21.5. Apex jumps 21.4. One car remaining. It's Sass in the Aston. Narrowly behind on her fastest lap. .26.2, it's an improvement, keeps her P15, and that is the first qualifying session of the season completed. So, I have to ask Aiden, what are your thoughts after that session?
I think we're going to have a good race on our hands. Bayliss wasn't that far ahead of HP8, so it'll be decent. Hello?
Hello, sorry, I'm trying to make sure we've got everything for stats and all that. So, it's Bayliss who kind of accidentally comes out on top by the sounds of it. Did improve though to a 20.9 in the end. Alongside him is the current leader in the Battle of the Harrisons, HP8. just quarter of a second behind Bayliss. Behind is the other Harrison of Apex and also Fiddle alongside. Third row goes to Potato, Alexi, and seventh down is Salmon, Williams, Harrison, Pixel, Psycho, Rosenquist, Dorado, Unku, Sask, and King. I feel like I should say something here, but I don't know what to say. I'm trying to wait for the formation lap. Oh, hang on, we don't have a formation lap this time. Welcome back to Qatar for the first race of the season. It is the fourth season of FVC2 at this point, with a first race in Qatar. That's... well, obviously that hasn't happened because I was a new track this game, but I don't... have we had consistent tracks? I can't remember. But anyway, not important. What is important are these 16 drivers as we get our formation lap underway.
Crofty's talking over you.
Yeah, that's a slight issue. I forgot that existed. Anyway, we're just going to push on and I'll talk over him. Have quite a spread of strategy here. Most drivers opting for the medium. A few looking to go soft, medium, and Pixels on the hard, maybe looking to run long. So I have to ask, what are your thoughts ahead of this race? What are you thinking? Who comes out on top?
I'm a little bit interested by the strategy, actually. I usually don't think that softs are a great one. I'd say medium's probably optimal to start on, just so you can sort of have that balance just in case there's a safety car. Pixels also has a good chance coming from the about 10th place with the hards. So yeah, this should be a good race.
Yeah. I don't know, I like the idea of running on soft because you get that earlier start, and if there's an early safety car, you can immediately jump and go to the end. Whereas
That
on
is
the
true.
mediums,
That is true.
you know, you can still jump onto the hards and get to the end, but you just have less flexibility.
Of course.
Anyway, the lights are coming on here in Qatar for the first time in a couple of months. 5 lights. And we are away in Qatar. We're away for FVC2 and we are away for Season 4. It's Apex who gets a better jump out of the two Harrisons. Round the outside of the McLaren goes the Alfa Romeo. It's a convincing overtake.
What a move.
Yeah. A lot of cars all over the show. HV8 falling back a little bit. Phil and Potato vying already to get past that McLaren. But Potato looks to the outside of 2 cars there. Incredible move. Looks like A. Williams having a look up the inside of Finlow. Dorado
Williams
in trouble at the back.
It's Williams that spun as well.
Yeah. Wait, was it Williams?
Yeah, Williams spun and Dorado.
Oh.
So not a good start from AlphaTauri.
Horrible start to their season. Rosenquist making moves at the back, well, in the mid-pack of that field, I should say. Gets past Alexi. Alexi up the inside. That's a late look. Contact between the pair. That lets Psycho come through on Alexi and will promote King through. King already finding 6 places on this opening lap.
He is on a charge. He could find 2 more here as well, because the other 2 seem to be squabbling a little bit.
And Psycho having a look. Rosequist to the inside.
Whoa!
It's a late move. Very fine margins here in Qatar. King looks to the outside of the Alpine. Yellow flag in sector 3. That is Sass in trouble. Bayliss purple to be expected.
That was a
Up
double
to the
overtake.
top here. Very good stuff. Psycho and Rosenquist still fighting.
That is not having fun.
Order seems to have slightly settled. Now at this point it is time to settle in. Harrison getting close to the back of Salmon.
You have a battle between the AlphaTauris in a second as well.
Yeah. Harrison in that trademark McLaren car. Salmon jumping ship from Williams this season after, I think, 2 seasons with the team. Fine margins, 10th and a half between the pair. God, this Qatar is such a fast flowing track. If you want to go for a move, you have got to just send it, it almost feels like. But up to the top, there is something brewing between the Harrisons. It's Parrish versus Nicholson here on the second lap of the race.
You could do it.
HB8 looks around the outside, turns into the inside. Contact! Apex just turning in a little bit too much there. Maybe feeling threatened by the McLaren.
This is some great pace from McLaren. He's got a very good
but
chance to turn 1 here.
Potato almost getting to have a look. They'll be three, they're almost 3 wide.
That was
Potato
close.
looking to benefit, wants to get past that
Done it.
McLaren. The McLaren hangs it round the outside. Finally gets the move done. But this is giving a nice break for Apex, but now it is the time of Potato. Of course, Finnell also right in the mix there. Oh, how? That's the Mercedes of Finnell around. Looked like he dropped that on his own, but gets it going again. Gets passed by Psycho as well. King continuing his charge now on the back of Salmon Baker. Almost contact between the pair.
Tasso's just hanging onto the back of Apex.
Yeah, it's a tight fight between the two Ferrari-powered cars.
Seems like Matasso has a little bit more pace going through the corners, and then on the exits, Apex just seems to pull away a little bit more.
Yeah, but just through that exit there, that is what Apex is not going to do. Gets it slightly slidey.
Done it again. It's going to be a move. Here we go.
Definitely on the limit. Potato pulls to the right-hand side. DRS in play. It's a lovely move. HPA also looking to benefit. The Battle of Harrisons is back on. Meanwhile, Fiddle and Psycho into turn 1. Fiddle just gets back past, trying to make up for lost time after that spin. McLaren, though, showing the best hand at the moment. Not sure where Harrison M came from, but he is back in this fight for third. Meanwhile, though, King still hunting Salmon. Getting closer and closer to these battles at the front.
Some good race pace from Harrison. He seems to be hanging onto the back, actually captured those guys. So, someone who qualified in, what was it, 9th? It's been a very good comeback so far. I don't think that qualifying was representative.
I feel the same.
Yes, but speaking of King, he's 6th from last.
The 3 Harris. Wow. Apex and HP8 still on the back of Potato, using all of the track and more there, as we see from the Alfa Romeo. HP8 looks like he gets the run, but just can't ever quite get it in practice. What's the word? Execution. Let's see, both cars going to have DRS on the Ferrari. Apex looks to the inside. Will HP8 try something around the outside? He will not. A lovely aerial view there. It is Apex who's back ahead of Potato. It's a great fight for second here. All 3 cars and Harrison closing. King not much further behind, towing Salmon along. Potato with a good run off that corner. Potato makes the late dive! It's a bit too late from too far back. Will compromise his exit now. HPA looking to get something done. Will have the inside for the next corner, but Potato just gets ahead again.
He had a chance there. That's very unfortunate. HP8 could have a bigger chance in the second.
Yeah. 6 cars all in contention for this final spot on the podium.
To be fair, it did look like there was a gap, but then it just kind of got closed very quickly.
Yeah.
Not quick enough to react. So, yeah. It's very, as I said, it's a very fast, slowing circuit. It does seem scary to do a race on. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. HP8 was looking for a move on Potato there. Apex was starting to pull away. Salmon making a move on King.
It's Potato hit a curb too hard through that corner, so HP8's going to pull through.
HP8 to the right. Looks like a done and dusted move already, unless Potato can fight it round the outside. We'll have to try. Looks for the switchback.
He might do it.
Might get a better exit. Will have to be left with a bit of space by the McLaren. Will have the inside through this right-hander. Potato back ahead. No, not quite actually. Thought he was. Apologies
very wide
for that there.
HP8.
Yeah.
Even wider that time. Harrison's literally right on the back of Potato. Oh, he's gone!
Oh!
HP8's gone!
Gets lucky to survive it. That is no more wing. Safety car is deployed first of the season.
That's so unlucky.
Yeah.
Just lost it. He was taking it too wide for a lot of those corners, and that kind of bit him there. So
Apex speeding up the road.
should be interested on the restart. You never know, Matasso could take it to Apex again, and
Absolutely.
Apex could even try and take it to Bayliss, although Bayliss has got such a huge gap at the front here. I think
I would
we've
say
definitely
this
got a...
benefits the soft runners.
Yes, that is true.
Because
Yeah.
they can take mediums to the end.
Yeah, definitely. So you look at people like
Be
King,
interesting to
who
see.
could definitely become a challenge for Bayliss at the
Yeah.
front here. With such a good comeback and
Bayless
being on that
boxes.
soft.
Apex, Potato, Harrison, King, Salmon,
That everyone's gonna box.
Finnell also. Psycho stays out. Rosenquist
Nice.
dummies. HPA in regardless for that wing.
Where's Pixels? Is he still on the hards? Is he gonna
Alexei
stay out?
in.
Please stay out. No, go in. What are you doing?
Unku in. Pixels in, I presume, for the medium tyre. Couple of drivers on hards here, but King on the medium. I think the soft runners got this right here.
Yeah, I think medium's the right one here. Definitely.
Yeah.
I don't know why Pixels pitted. He could have bought those hards on for way longer. But
Favouring a healthier tyre. Alexei gets the jump on the damaged McLaren in the pit lane. Sass maybe looking to come and serve a penalty, and not sure what her penalty is. It's a 3 second for track limits. Be interesting to see if anyone at the back, like Dorado or A. Williams, box again for the soft. See if they can take a better momentum off the safety car restart. You're good if you're at the back anyway. It's worth a go.
yeah,
They may not last,
Feel it.
though, is the issue.
Dorado's gone on to the hards.
Most drivers
It's
have
kind of
that choice.
it's very mixed. Both AlphaTauri's have gone on hards. Same with Sass. Pixels on the mediums. Hards for HV8. Mediums. Unku. I think mediums are the right call here.
Good. That said, what are Psycho and Rosenquist cooking? Both
What tyres
not
are they on?
boxing. Still
They're
old mediums.
Yeah, that's not a good idea, but you never know. They
Maybe
could be
hoping
hoping
to make a
for
medium soft.
yeah. That way, if they've got a good tyre wear, if they've got a setup that allows it, fair enough. But that's definitely a risky one. I definitely would not be doing that. But
Yeah.
to each their own.
Well, they've still got to make the stop is the issue.
Exactly.
Perhaps banking on a red flag to come out would be the second in FVC history.
Not something you want to bank on though. Red flag.
No, absolutely not.
They're not that
You've
common.
done how many league races on this game at this point?
5.
And I'm correct to say you've only had one?
Yeah, and I caused it, so
Yeah.
if I wasn't there, there wouldn't have been one.
Be interesting if anyone dives into the pit lane here. Someone does. Dorado perhaps looking to make that gamble on the softs. Obviously, we'll have to stop again later in the race, but it could be something to have a look at. Let's see what tyres that AlphaTauri takes. Could be mediums. It is mediums.
Just go for
Let's get
the.
back on a set of fresh mediums to the end. It's a
Yeah.
smart play.
I do think mediums are the right call here.
I would agree with you.
He should be able to get most of those guys off at the start. Pixels and the Williams, and then hopefully the strategy can play
Hopefully
into
the
his
rest all
hands, but you
falls
never
into
know.
place.
You never know. The mediums could die. It could be.
That is true.
But
I think there'll be another lap under the safety car though, which will help conserve them. They'll be they won't be in great condition, but they will definitely be serviceable.
oh yeah. What's Sass's penalty? I can't actually see it.
It's a 3 second for track limits, I assume.
Right.
Sass almost with the QB, maybe in this time. That is an awful lot of cars. I have missed these sights.
This could be an interesting restart because you've got people on old tyres right at the front, and then the faster guys who've just pitted are going to have to come through, and that's always a little bit risky. You never know quite what's going to happen.
Yeah.
So,
Bayless
especially
is
if
going to
they're
have to get through.
in this lap. So,
Well,
corners.
we don't E. wait much longer for our answers in FVC. Let's find out what the dynamic is here. Bayless gonna have to get a good jump, pull a gap on Apex, Potato, Harrison, and King will probably be his main concern. King on the stronger tyre.
I'd say King's the one to watch here.
His way. Absolutely.
King, Matato's fast, Apex obviously a given. Harrison too. Harrison's done very well. I'd say he's my driver of the day so far. I know King's come back from further, but that's very much expected from him.
Yeah. And will
Harrison.
HPA make back positions? And when will Psycho go? Not yet. They're all dear. That's very illegal. He has gone, but they're all stacking up and side by side behind.
He's got a huge gap to Rosen, though.
Bayless. Bayless
I'd
immediately
stun him
to make the move. They're 3 wide behind. Potato almost coming across the front of Apex there. 3 cars up the inside of Rosenquist in one corner. A fantastic start from Psycho. Keeps Psycho in the lead. That said, Bayless already here. Already sharp move to the inside. Gets past the Red Bull. Potato will be next, trying to defend from Apex at the same time. Psycho absolutely falling back to his field. Oh, contact!
Yeah, that was Psycho there. He just hit the rear wheel of Apex. That is so unlucky. And that's what I was talking about.
Alpine was compromised there as well. The Red Bull's fighting. Although Alexei up into 3rd. Clearly benefiting from the chaos. And speaking of chaos, HP8 and Finnell. HP8 already making his way back through the field at a very nice pace. Though where's Harrison? Harrison losing out massively from all of that as well.
Yeah, Harrison looked like he had a little bit of contact with Rosen in the first couple of turns. Oh, that was very unsteady from Finnell there. Don't know if you saw that. This track just looks so scary to race around because all the corners are so fast, so you don't know what line people are going to take.
Yeah,
it's very risky.
I'm glad I'm not in that car. Sector 3, it's Pixels. Car is moving. HPA and Salmon fighting each other? Psycho? No.
No, HPA
and Psycho.
Move on Psycho, yeah.
Yeah.
Which is to be expected because Psycho's on old tyres. That was very, very unlucky for Apex. Psycho was going into the corner and I guess just didn't have the grip on those tyres and just kind of hit the back wheel of Apex who was turning in. So yeah, it was kind of a rough situation.
Move.
Yeah.
Salmon on the back of Alexei, 3rd. McLaren 5th and 6th. Contact between Harrison and Psycho almost sends them both off the track.
Bayless created a huge lead.
Psycho drowning on those tyres, as you're very correct in saying. Bayless pulls away. Oh, contact! King and Williams! Or was that Dorado? King and Williams, I think. Yeah, King and Williams get together. We just caught that on camera.
So we've lost 2 potential front runners now. With that being Apex and King. King had an excellent run back, but yeah, looks like
it's not
Matato and Alexei. It looks like Matato's pulling away from Alexei, to be honest. I'd say the front 2 are pretty sorted, so the main battle's for P3.
Having to defend from Salmon here.
Salmon looks very fast.
On those fresh the McLaren's incoming.
Wait, is Alexei on
flags? What is King doing?
Mediums.
What is King doing?
What is he doing?
King waiting for Williams, perhaps? That's going to cause a safety car if he's not careful.
Yeah. What is he doing?
Waits for a Williams, clearly trying to give back any gained time. But a very risky move in terms of causing a safety car. But hang on, look at Apex! Apex been for a trip into the gravel. Did you see that? Or
what King was doing?
No, Apex.
No, I didn't see what Apex did.
Apex spun while King was stopped, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
looks like what happened there? Williams.
Bayless dropped. It's Bayless.
The leader drops it by himself. That puts Potato in the lead. Could Potato finally be looking to claim a win back in FVC? Lost it very unfortunately in Mexico with a late penalty.
Yeah, that would be a very
Salmon to the inside of the Mercedes.
That's impressive
Just
to be fair.
drives
What
around.
Salmon's done. Oh,
Williams crashes out though.
Yep.
King also.
Too. Oh dear. Do you think they might have?
Full safety car.
You think King might have been a little bit upset about?
I don't know what's up with King there. But that car is definitely in the wall.
Oh yeah, he's not happy. The Tato's also not happy because he had a pretty solid lead there. But he's gonna have to pit again now for mediums, I'd say.
I think no, we're gonna see some cars coming for softs.
8 laps. It's risky, but yeah, it's possible. If they've got fresh softs, yeah, definitely. But if they're used, but
I think everyone should have a fresh set. Go on.
Was that the fact that Salmon got ahead of Alexi when Salmon's on hards and Alexi's on mediums? They're both fresh, aren't they? Both of them.
They are.
Yeah, so I thought that was pretty impressive that Salmon was able to bypass that tyre loss and take the
Very
place
much
there.
so.
Apex, yeah.
A. Williams in Twitch chat saying that King intentionally crashed Williams out.
Yeah, that is what it looked like from him waiting about. So
yeah, definitely.
That never bodes well.
We will have to have a little bit of an investigation into that one after the race.
Oh, I might actually get to do a stewarding job.
Yeah.
Yay. Williams, if you haven't already, clip it. Definitely clip it.
Yeah, get it clipped. Clip the last 5 minutes and you should be alright.
Yeah, softs seem like what most people are going on to.
Yeah, a couple of the top cars. Oh, well, it seems a pretty rough split. Matato, Stammen, Alexi, HP8, Dorado all choosing track position. Unco benefiting from some of these stops.
I'd say Matato has a huge chance of getting a win here. Bates got to fight through.
Definitely possible. King now in Twitch chat. Let's King, can we get an explanation of what was going on there just before things went a little bit wild?
How do you know he's in chat? I can't see.
I've got Twitch chat up. He's just put something in. Two cars down in the opener here, both seemingly involved in the same incident.
What do you say?
Well, they're not very happy with each other, I'll put it like that.
Alright.
Safety car stays out probably 1 or 2 laps until we're in. Any late takers for a pit stop? Does not look like
Dorado
it.
didn't pit. He stayed on his mediums. Still hasn't pitted. HP8 hasn't pitted.
Okay, this is interesting.
So essentially none of the front guys pitted. But Harrison's on softs.
Pretty much.
Bayliss is on softs as well. And Psycho's on softs. So I'd say definitely look at Harrison and Bayliss for coming through. Yeah, I think it's going to be a good safety car restart here. I'd say Matt has a huge chance
for a very special race, I think.
Definitely, it's been a great opening round anyway. It's been a lot of battles, a couple of crashes. It's been good.
Yeah.
Oh, Fiddle's just hit HP8.
Oh, it's not good.
No, he gave penalty though, so one thing. I imagine it will definitely be in this lap.
It must be.
I don't see a reason for it to not be. Anyway, how did you? I can't. I'm on the Twitch thing and I can't see either of their.
Can you not see chat?
I can see chat, but the last message is from. Oh no, there it is.
Yeah.
it's refreshed. Yeah, they're
Yep,
not
there you
happy.
Worth noting, Sass in 8th, running in the points. As the safety car comes in this lap. So, who do we think leads into turn 1? Or I should say out of turn 1.
That, I'd say. Salmon looks like he has good pace though. It's gonna be interesting.
It's going to be close.
Both on
I
hards.
think it depends. If Matato's able to pull the same restart Psycho was, this will be good. He's gone for it already.
Yeah, he went straight away.
That's a late one. Couple cars going very wide there. Alexi, HP8. HP8 already on the back of Alexi here. He isn't quite able to get it done though because the start line is so late on this track.
Oh yeah, I didn't realise that.
Looks
That's
to the
gonna be...
inside. Almost contact between the two, but they keep it clean.
Bayless making up places already.
Still
What's that
side by side
comparison?
contact. Alexi manages to keep it straight. Ooh, that Eldorado gets pushed across the sausage there.
Dorado
Yellow
might
flag,
get...
that's Harrison.
Dorado
Very
might
far
get...
out in the gravel.
Dorado might get Alexi here.
They're definitely close. The two Williams fighting as well. Bayless and Unku. Most responsible choice there is to just let Bayless go, which they have. Well, they'll rather be able to get Alexi here. So there's a battle forming for second. It's Salmon and HP8.
I really hope he gets like... I really hope Tristan gets a good result here. I can't remember the last time he actually scored a point in a league race.
It is looking good. Look at Psycho though, running 10th.
Oh, he's battling
getting
that to
close to the
Bayless.
back of Apex.
Oh, it's gone. Fiddle's gone.
Finnell, was that did he just do a 360 or was that a research track?
It looked like what HP8 did. Going wide and just spinning. That's what I saw anyway.
Ah, fair enough. Bayless now on the back of Dorado might get Alexi in the same straight here.
Look at the difference in straight line speed from Bayless to both of them.
Bayless just round the outside of that Mercedes. That is a lovely move once again. Oh really, was there contact?
It looked like on the...
It looked close, but I don't think that was
left.
contact. I have to get a review on that one.
I'm
assuming, were you on board?
No, I was not on board. I was like two
Yeah,
cars
me neither.
back.
Oh, I've got the broadcast cams on Bayless.
I was on Psycho or Dorado. I can't remember
Meanwhile,
which one.
HP8 and Salmon. HP8 to the inside. Salmon though just keeps it ahead. Salmon with a messier run. HP8 trying to use all the track.
Matt went wide there as well. Salmon's had a huge improvement in pace compared to the last game. It's very impressive.
Absolutely. A Williams announcing his retirement from the FVC. Meanwhile, it's a 3-car fight up here for the lead. Potato leads HP8, getting close to Salmon.
Straight line speed. He's gonna go for it. I reckon. Don't go for it.
He's gone for it.
Well, yeah. No. Great move.
Leaves
Clean as well.
Red
That was
Bull
very clean for both of them.
Space. Yeah. Looked almost like there's going to be a crash there at turn 2, but they get away with it.
Good driving.
And now HP8 sets his sights on Potato, but look who is behind. Bayless with a tyre advantage. Could be a lethal combination. HP8 got a better drive off the corner, but Potato just with maybe slightly lower aero.
I'll just say, oh dear, because A. Williams has retired.
Yeah.
From FVC. This is going to be a good battle though between HP8 and Potato. Great comeback as well from HP8 after that spin earlier on. Could still take a win here.
Harrison gets past Finnell. Now, can HP8 get past Matato here?
He has.
Has the DRS.
He's done it.
It's an easy move, but behind, Salmon and Bayless. Another move from Bayless into turn 1.
HP8 is pulling away a little bit.
He is, but Matato will have the DRS down the main straight.
Of course. Yeah, this is going to be a good battle. Obviously, they've got Bayless, so I think it's going to go past both of them and win.
Yeah.
He's about to get back.
Speaking of... Oh, that's tight.
That was so close.
Just about gets away with it.
To back off there, Bayless.
Yeah. This is good for HP8 though. Might be able to break, won't quite break DRS, but got close to doing it. That said, HP8 breaks DRS at the last moment.
Oh! See, Matt hit the he hit the curb on the inside there. And he's done that twice.
Ooh, just bounces wide.
Gave Bayless an easy pass there.
Now, Bayless, just 2 laps left to make a move to stick it for the win. What are we thinking? Who comes out on top here?
It's got to be Bayless. He's just got so much pace. I mean, I'd love for HP8 to get the win here, but look at the pace. He's just catching him constantly. Bayless just has like total confidence, and let's not forget he's on fresh softs compared to HP8's old hard, so should be a relatively easy pass.
Pixels, time penalty. It's a time penalty for both Astons here in Qatar. Third of a second to separate our leaders. Will we see a change of position into turn 1? Bayless clearly liking his turn 1 moves, but can HP8 do anything to defend against it?
His lines are just perfect, Bayless, through those corners compared to HP8. Literally, he just nails every corner. It's so impressive.
Thought HP8 was going to let Bayless go there, try and take the DRS.
DRS, yeah. He doesn't.
No such
it's going to be a
though.
pretty easy pass.
That's how much battery has HP8 got to fight with? Not enough as Bayless runs low. Couple cars running low. The HP8 has the most battery out of the top 4. But is it enough to save him?
I know it's
Or is he in fact falling into the clutches of Matato?
Pixels has just got up into the points, by the way.
Oh, he has, but that penalty is going to throw him straight back out.
That's so annoying. I wish he didn't have that. That would be great to get that. Yeah, it's going to be a pretty convincing win from Bayless. I don't think anyone's really going to be able to challenge him much.
I don't know. Depends how much battery HP8 has here.
It's been a pretty impressive comeback from Apex as well, I would say.
Absolutely,
back up to P6.
6th, fighting for 5th here.
Yeah, on Alexi, I think he can make that by the end of
Quite possibly
he
with
doesn't have long.
side
He doesn't
advantage.
have long. Couple corners. It'll be an interesting one.
Bayless looks set for the win unless something goes catastrophically wrong here. It's Bayless who leads as we run to the line for the final time in Qatar. It's Bayless who wins the Open, followed by HP and Potato for the podium. Salmon up comes 4th after leading, and it's Alexi versus Apex to the line. Apex just about
got
does it.
Wow.
By 4 milliseconds. Psycho
Jeez.
next. Dorado Rosenquist Finnell and Pixels in 11th, narrowly missing the points. Unku behind in 12th, Harrison 13th. After a very good start to the race, just falls out of a good running. And there is Sass for Aston Martin in 14th, 14 seconds back from the next car.
That was a great race.
That was fantastic.
Yeah, that was very good. Driver of the day. There's a couple people in a shout, I reckon.
Absolutely.
Stammen's what a shout. Bayliss, obviously. Apex. Very good race.
100%. Bayliss on the top step of the podium, accompanied by HP8 and Matato. Been a very good season opener here. So that begs the question, are we about to enter an era of Bayliss dominance?
I'd say so. From what we've seen today, I'd say he's going to do a bit of an Azzy and win every single race. Unless something
Only
goes
time
very
will
wrong.
tell. So it is ERL Bayliss who takes first blood this season, the first win of the season, best lap by a good margin as well. It's a nice 25 points to Williams, accompanied by HP8 and Matato from McLaren and Ferrari on the top step of that podium, with fourth down going to Salmon, Apex, Alexi, Psycho, Dorado, Rosenquist and Finnell, who rounds out your top 10 and subsequently your point scorers. 11th back went Pixels, Unku, Harrison and Sass to be the last of the finishers, with King and A. Williams both falling outside of finishing the race. That was not a coherent sentence, but there we go. Thank you for joining us for this opening round of FVC2 Season 4. We will see you next week, 9 PM on Thursday. Until then, have a good time.